what's wrong with you? So, if you remember, if you know like the origins of the NAACP, Du Bois partnered with the same people who are shooting little babies in Palestine, and they created the NAACP to manage black people. I don't have faith in their organization all the way around. I'm not saying that they haven't done good work. I'm not saying that they haven't shown up in certain ways that are very that are beneficial, but I am going to say that to some extent that's an overseer model. They become the overseers to the point where whenever we get too big for our britches, whenever we start making moves they don't approve of, whenever we start acting in a way that's not appropriate in their minds, like we say we want to take over hip hop. We don't want you owning the record labels. We want to own those record labels because the music you're putting out is junk. It's telling our kids to get addicted to drugs. It's telling them to hate the women. It's raising these black men to be little boys. It's telling them to do things that are going to get them in prison. And your people are making billions of dollars from this toxic nonsense. We don't like it. Well, then suddenly you become radical. You become a bad person. I'm not bad. I just care about my people. So at the end of the day, I will tell you that I think the transformation required is very simple. The challenge is breaking the brainwashing. I will say this. I love what a lot of what W.E.B. Du Bois did. I love what Marcus Garvey did. I love what Booker T. Washington did. I'm going to meet the president of Tuskegee at the All Black National Convention. He's coming by. I look forward to meeting him. He sounds like a remarkable man. He's doing great things at that school. So we're very happy to send our middle child to Tuskegee. Um, but let me just say this. At the end of the day, I see Garvey, powerful. Booker T, powerful. Du Bois was smart. All of them were smart, but I don't feel that I don't think that I think there's only so much power they will let you have if you're working for them. I don't think you can ever truly think you can be equal to white people and work for white people at the same time. Who in the hell taught you that you can ever have equality with your boss in terms of power? I'm talking about power. I'm not talking about friendships and kindness and all these other things or intellect. I'm talking about power. I'm talking about the ability to just make a decision like the one Paramount just made, where they said, "Oh, we don't care if you guys like these BET awards. We're writing the checks, so we're gonna go ahead and just take that off the table. We're gonna be the destroyer of worlds, right? We know that you have thousands of these little celebrities that come up on these stages and everything else, but we're just gonna eliminate the stage because we pay for the shit. We went and borrowed $8 billion to run this institution, and you're just working for us, so you're just going to kind of do what we say. So really, and again, I'm sensitive to this because again, this is just my area. This is what we do. This is what finance professors understand. We follow the money, we track the money because when you track the money, you're tracking the power. If you want to understand, for example, why the United States is the slave of Israel and the Zionists, just follow the money. Look at what they do with money. Look at how so part of me is angry at them because I don't like what's happening in Palestine. Part of me is in awe. And part of me is like, wow, that's really gangster that you can control the world with this tiny little group of people. And why is that? Where does that come from? Well, go look at the life of a child in that community, and I want you to sit at the dinner table and look at what they're talking about. They are not sitting around talking about how you can be the next Whitney Houston. They're talking about how you can become the next Clive Davis. They're not talking about how you can become the next famous rapper. They're talking about how you can become the next Universal music label. They're not talking about how you can become the next Denzel, which Denzel's great, no disrespect. They're talking about, well, this is how you own MGM. We're breeding doctors, lawyers, business owners, investors,